Well, it's good to win at home. Last time we were here, things didn't go the way we wanted them to. I like the energy we came out with. I thought we got off to a good start, and then I felt we beat ourselves a little bit there for a while, and with penalties, and we dropped a snap on a punt, and did some things that got us behind the eight ball a little bit. But we kept fighting, kept playing. I thought we came out and played better in the second half. I think defensively we were, there's a few little things happening here and there, but we were pretty solid all day on defense. I think when you look at probably the TFLs and the sacks, it's going to be pretty sporty. I don't have all the numbers, and David's mentioned to me as we're walking over, but I thought we did some nice things, keeping that guy moving around a bunch back there. And we found a way to get the ball in the end zone when we needed to. Missed a lot out there today, that we didn't take advantage of for different reasons. But at the end of the day, it was a big game for us. We needed to win the game. We needed to go take care of business, and we did it. You know what I mean? And to win 10 games in a season, I don't care where you are. I don't care what level. It's a big deal. And winning a ball game is not easy. It takes a lot of hard work from a lot of people, and all those people working together to get on the same page to go accomplish a goal on a given Saturday. And so I'm proud of our kids, proud of our seniors, to win 10 games. I don't believe we're done yet, but ultimately that's not up to me. But I challenged them when we got beaten. I said, hey guys, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know we can control one thing, and that's going and winning out, and we did. And that's all we could control. And the rest kind of is what it is. But I'm proud of our football team. Obviously, things we've got to clean up. But you know what? We found a way to win. We needed to, and we'll see what happens from there. So I'll have the floor for questions.
First half, second half, just looked night and day. Was there a message that was delivered at halftime?
Nope. Quit beating yourself. I mean, you go look at the first half, and I could almost, all right, penalty, dropped a punt snap, penalty, turnover, penalty, and you get off schedule and you put yourself, in a tough position. They made some calls. They were moving guys around. I talked to officials about it before the game, and finally I got it stopped. It was problematic for us. 2 years ago at home, we had the same problem. And we had 14 penalties 2 years ago when we played them. That was an issue at times, but a lot of the stuff was not. It was self-inflicted, and all we needed to do is clean that up in the second half and just do our job. And I felt like we could move the ball, and I felt like we could get them off the field. I really did. I thought the punt block was huge. It wasn't a called punt block. It was a return, and those guys are just playing hard, and they went in there and Solo blocked it, and Jalen scooped and scored. That's a huge play in the game. You block a punt in a game, that's 9 times out of 10, you're going to win the game. So I thought that was big. But it really, I think our kids knew, they knew what the deal was. Come on, they knew. But it was just, hey, let's quit beating ourselves and let's go tidy some things up and go play. And, I thought we did a better job of that in the second half for sure.
When you look at your quarterback, Tommy Bryant, I believe over his last 44 drives under center, he has 26 touchdowns that you guys have accounted for. How has he been so well-rounded in engineering the offense?
Well, Tommy's just doing his job and taking care of the ball. And that's really all we ask him to do, and he makes the plays when he needs to. He left some out there today throwing the ball. Some wasn't all on him because there was pressure, and then one he just missed. But Tommy's done a good job since he's been in, and we believed in Tommy. It wasn't like, and it just, he's done a good job when he's been in there. He's taken command and execute the offense. And like I said, if we just take care of the ball and not beat ourselves, we give ourselves a chance. And I think Tommy's done a really good job of that, and we'll have to continue to do that. But he's done a good job. I'm proud of him.
Big day for the seniors on defense. One on offense, Bronson had just another huge day and, had the icing touchdown from 65, 70 yards. What did you see from those guys today? Was there a little extra from the seniors because it was their last game?
I think so. I think there's no question, especially with Bronson. I knew he was dialed in and ready to go and wanted to have I think our kids want to keep playing. And I think those seniors want to keep playing. I don't think they want to be done. And Bronson was one of those guys that had a good week of practice and was ready to go. And there's a lot of the whole group, did some really good things today. So think I think the other thing too for those guys, I mean, you know, this is the last home game we know of. You know what I mean? And you want to go out on a good note at home. You know what I mean? And that last home game, I keep bringing it up because, guys, it changed the trajectory of what was going on a little bit here, and it needed to. And I think the focus and attention to details have been much greater since then, and the purpose and the cause has been much greater. And I think those guys wanted to go out on a good note, and they were out. And I told the team before we went after the game, I said, let's go send these suckers out in the right fashion, and that's just everybody doing their job and playing. So I know they wanted that as well.
When you hear the number 47 wins in your first 5 years, what does that mean to you in your program?
You know, I've never been one of those guys that get caught up in all that stuff. I think what it says is that you got a bunch of guys, a bunch of players over a period of time, a bunch of coaches over a period of time, support staff that have bought in to a vision and a plan of accomplishing a goal of winning championships. And they've all bought in and had to sacrifice a lot along the way, and a lot of times that's of yourself to be the best football program we can be. And I think I have to give credit to everybody involved in this program, and our kids and our staff, just the hard work, the time and effort and energy put in, you know, to win ball games. And I do know that it was, I believe that is set a new record for startup programs in the last 20 years, which says a lot about our kids, says a lot about our staff, everybody involved with this university. And shoot, I'm proud to be a part of it. I want 48, but that's the coach in me. You know what I mean? At least want that opportunity. But I'm proud of everybody involved. I don't know that I'll have time to truly embrace that and reflect on it until this thing's over, because, you know, we're going to try to dial it up and hopefully get ready tomorrow to continue playing. Hopefully, you know, that goes. But it's a pretty big deal. I don't dwell on a lot of that stuff. Not maybe an off-season thing for me, but I'm proud of everybody involved. You know, it's been people don't fully understand, I don't think, what really has gone on here. Step back, walk away from the outside and look in. I mean, it's pretty impressive what our kids and the staff has done in a 6-year period, you know. And so you look at this year with all the youth and the things that we've navigated, and that's our kids' credit and our staff, and just the hard work they put in. And it's you know, so I'm probably talking more, but I'm extremely proud of everybody involved, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
And I know you touched on it earlier this week, but you got that 10th win, and it looks like some things might be falling the right way in some other games today. If you had an interview right now with the committee, what are you telling them?
Well, you got a 10-2 football team. You know, it's got a loss to an FBS program in overtime, and a loss to the automatic qualifier in the Big South. That's it. That's it. You got a team that's been ranked, what, in the top 15 in every poll all year, roughly around there, all year. You got the history of this program is 2 quarterfinal appearances. It's not like we've just been in, we've won. I mean, what else do you need to say? I don't think you need to say a whole lot else, but again, we did what we can do. You know what I mean? We'd love to win them all, but we didn't. But we sure won a lot.
How big was that interception to begin the game for you guys? I know it kind of set the tone for how you just ran it down their throats, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, you know, we're an energy team. We feed off one another, and what the area. So when something like that happens, it feeds the other side. When the offense scores, it feeds the other side. You block a punt, it feeds both, it feeds everybody. So it's really important when that stuff happens because it gets everybody fired up and brings energy. The thing we got to work on is when something bad happens, we got to respond to that just like it was an interception. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So that's an area we got to work on. It's like we had a negative, we turned the ball over, and the next play they had a long. That's when we got to be better. You know, I always tell our guys the most important play in football is the next one. I don't care if you score, if you have a bad play penalty, you got to move on. But I think from a momentum to start the game, it was huge. Kind of started that way a little bit last week. I mean, they drove the ball downfield, we had an interception, we took it downfield and scored. If we could have capitalized on that, I think we could have dominated some things earlier that we should have, but we didn't.
Anything else?
I'll have one last one.
Mm-hmm.
Any early plans for watching the selection show tomorrow?
Yeah, team will watch it tomorrow. We'll get together at the office at 12 o'clock, and then the show's at 12:30. And then we have obviously plans based on what happens. We'll communicate and go forward from there. So, yeah, the staff, players, team, everybody will come over tomorrow and we'll figure it out from there.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thank y'all for being here. Appreciate it.